Hello, it's time to get going on day 85 of Blueprints. Let's do it. Let's get it going. All right, there's a few things we want to concentrate on accomplishing. I mean, certainly, now that I have 8 trophies and I've unlocked the ability to buy blue tents. I want a day where I get 400 coin in the gift shop so I can do so. But that's not going to happen every day. I mean, it's still hard, even though I have a lot more coin these days than, prior in the game. It's still difficult to come up with 400 coin in a day. We are starting with 98 though, so we only have to come up with 302 more. But the other thing I want to the other thing I want to do is I need a pump room because I need to drain the pool so I have access to those chests again. Let's look at this for a moment. I have Blessing of the Gardener for today and the next day, which means that I'll have 8 extra courtyards. I have to add it to my draft pool each of those days. I don't have any items I did not in the day 84 with the moon pendant this time. Okay, so let's do tool shed. Shovel. And okay, each time you draft a mechanical floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity. Okay. I don't know how useful that is, but okay. So here's the thing. I need the pump room because I need to I think I'm done with the safe house. So I think it can fill the reservoir back. I believe I can't, and I know how to like empty it out again if I do need to get back to the safe house, right? But I need the pool to be empty because when the pool is empty, it has 2 chests that if I have a sledgehammer or extra keys, I can, or a mace from the armory, that we can go retrieve, right? Which is helpful. Plus, Robert let me know in the comments that he thinks I've still missed more clues in the drained aquarium, so I need to drain the aquarium and look at that again. Yeah. So I do want a pump room. Well, in order to get a pump room, I have to do a pool today. So I'm going to try to do a pool and try to do a pump room. Let's do the den. I don't have any keys yet, but I'm hoping the reading nook will come back to me. I'm trying to get up, and it's really not wanting me to do that. To the hallway. So this may not be a day in which we buy blue tents. This just may be a day in which we, kind of work to restore order, restore the water where it needs to go to kind of like help prepare us for a future day or future days. I have this new castle puzzle. Oh, there's a key. Nice. I'm not going to use the key on this chest yet. I just need to remember that there is a chest there. Parlor. We'll do parlor. So yeah, so this castle puzzle is like C space space A space 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 T space space L space space E space space, right? Castle. I don't know what to do with that. Now in the kennel there's a picture that's out of place because it's not the room pictures for determining the one letter difference for a room. It's a different smaller picture of a cat moving blocks, and it spells C-A-T. So if the very first line of castle is cat, maybe, and it might just be that if I can figure out the other letters, I can read down the message. So it might be like the first word is at. So maybe at, and then 2 letters, and then 2 letters, and then 2 letters, and then 2 letters, and that might make a message. So that's my current maybe thinking on that, but I've got to find more like 3-letter whatevers. The second statement on the black box is false. The black box contains the gems. Okay. Both statements on the blue box are true. The blue box contains gems. So this could be entirely true. In which case, this is true, false, and the gems are in the black box. Every statement with the word blue is false. Well, this does not say blue, so this could be true. But so if that is true, then both these statements are false, which means both the statements on the blue box are true is false. So it could be that this is true and this is false, and both of these are false, and this is entirely true. If this is entirely true, then this is entirely false, and this is mixed, and that works. And that would lead to the black box containing the gems. If this is false, if that's entirely false, this could be entirely true. This would be true. False, the gems would be here. If this is entirely true, This can't be entirely true. This cannot be entirely true because it's contradictory. So I think the gems just have to be in the black box. Okay. Courtyard costs a gem. It's helpful if we have Florealis, but we don't have Florealis yet. So burning a gem right now is not great. I'll take the coat check, and we might just not use it. So I'm going to retrieve this. And oh, what's our stars at? I can check this. Oh, we're going to be at 50 stars, which is going to be the inkwell, so I don't need this today. We're going to be at inkwell today. So let's... Yeah, which is just using stars as rerolls. You can't really double that effect. So... Okay, so we're going to leave that there. I should have done the double bedroom. I should have checked my stars before. I should pay attention to my number of stars as part of what I pay attention to at the beginning of each day. So if we get the observatory, it's going to let us do reroll rooms, which is maybe not what we need today. We'll find out. It's not going to give us Florealis, unfortunately. So we won't have Florealis today, which makes our courtyards less useful. They're dig spots, but until I get, but they won't give me, gems back, so they cost a gem every time. Let's try to get up higher in the house. I'll take the 3 keys. I sometimes have the need for keys. I don't see any dig spots in the garage today. Or extra items. Okay. So that does mean, though, that I'm backtracking. Here. I don't want to do the observatory right now. I need the extra doorways. If I did this, I'd have one room to explore off of. Plus, I don't necessarily need a lot of rerolls today. I want more stars. Shoot. Guess we're doing gymnasium. Or I just take my chances off of this doorway. Oh, fine, I'll take the commissary. Evil. Sledgehammer. Sleeping mask. I'm not going to bother with the magnifying glass or the running shoes right now. I can come back for them if I decide I need them. I'm going to go smash that chest. Well, in my day, in my day, in my day. So I'll try redrawing. Chapel cost me coin. Courtyard cost me gem. Courtyard might have an extra item. Conference room doesn't cost me anything, though. Let's see if there's an extra item in the courtyard. Metal detector. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for, because, well, it helps get coins, but it can also help get keys. We dig up keys sometimes. Okay. This is a dead end room, so might as well get supplies. Or get resources, I should say. These are resources, not supplies. Okay. We dug up both the spots. I'm torn between the Mount Holly gift shop and the conference room. Whenever stuff would be spread, it would go to the conference room. But do I want the conference room located there versus like higher up in the house? That's the question, right? The gift shop wouldn't do anything for me today because I'm not going to get 500 or 400 coin. It would just be a way to have, not spend a gem and have the two doorways, right? So I guess this is, I don't know if the conference room is going to continue to be available to me, so I will go ahead and do the conference room. Because I know I want the conference room. It was just a debate of where do I want the conference room. It's just like I know I want the dining room. This is not the greatest place for it. Down at the bottom of the house, right? But if I wait, if I don't draft this now and draft this now, I might not get the option to later, right? That's the problem. I'm going to do the corridor. And then I do want to connect up the foundation. So I guess I will do a courtyard for a gem because it connects me up to the foundation. I don't have the opportunity to rotate floor plans right now. Oh, cool. Some replacement gems. That's helpful. And now we're at the foundation, which we can dig up, and I have a metal detector and a shovel, so I could wait until I got a workshop and make a detector shovel, but I'm not doing that because it can take a while to find a workshop. So alrighty. I'd like another like up over here kind of thing. Don't want to spend a gem on a courtyard right now, I don't think. This is a waste. This is we'll see if this is worth the gem or not. It is not. It does not have a chest, so it's not worth the gem. Oh well. Oh well. I gambled and lost this time. Yeah, the couple coins are not worth the gem. I'm going to do the utility closet because, okay, so right now it's standard. Let's make it commonplace. Oh, I haven't shared my latest like theory. So I'm trying to find that last sanctum key behind the last door of 8. And if it is in any of the rooms that are available to me, I'm thinking it might be either the mirror maze, which has all those sliding glass walls. I think that's a bit far-fetched. I don't think those are considered 8 doors, but that's a possibility. But I think the greater possibility is the mechanarium. Remember that the mechanarium has can give when we drafted it has as many doors as we have mechanical rooms in the house at the time, and it counts itself as one. So hear me out on this. So we have seen that sometimes those extra doors are like reveal cubbies to a lever for antechamber entry, or an alcove that had like an allowance puzzle box or something, right? Well, it looks like there's like 8 alcoves in that mechanarium, So I think if we get a room where we have 7 mechanical rooms and then draft the mechanarium, then it will have all 8 doors, and maybe in that special circumstance, the very last of those, the 8th door revealed there in the mechanarium will be the sanctum key. So that is a theory I want to test at some point. I was just thinking about that over the past, or yesterday essentially, and that idea started occurring to me, and I put it in my notes that you can see if you're looking at my spreadsheet notes. Turn off that. Turn off that. We're gonna turn off this. We have to come back for the dark room if that's a thing. So I'm just thought of that because this is my first mechanical room for today, and I'm not necessarily trying to do the mechanarium today with a bunch of mechanical rooms, because that might be difficult for me to do. But I have so many core yards in my draft pool today that it might be difficult to do. Plus some of them are rare, or unusual rooms. But I did the utility closet because I might have to deal with security doors today, and if I can get a computer terminal, like a security office in particular, then what I can do is I can deal with it there. So I want to take the utility closet while it's offered to me, because if I don't take it now, again, it might not be offered later, right? This is a lot of doorways for 2 gems. That's expensive gem wise, but honestly I need all those doorways, so we're going to spend the 2 gems. Okay. I'm going to try to go up. This costs a gem, but it gives us a gem back, so that's fine. I think the chapel is fine here. We're not trying to get 400 coin today. We don't have the capability of getting 400 coin today. I want to get up to here and get my pawn ability for the day. We'll take Reading Nook, another key. Treasure map. That's interesting. We might switch that out in the coat check. We might decide that we need the treasure map on a future day more than we need the telescope. Where does it say it is today? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So D6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right here. So we're gonna get this. So we can dig up the treasure if we wanted to today. Some rewrite roll die, and it lets us go up, so that's good. We'll do boudoir. little extra coin there. Gives us a gem also. A reroll die gem. And then with this doorway, we should be able to trigger dinner, but we also will trigger our pawn ability for the day. Not really sure what I want it to be, you know, but we'll decide on that. This would dead end me, but it would give me 1, 2, 3 keys, but it would dead end me. So let's go ahead and just do the pantry up here. Okay. Yeah, we could get 30 coin from the bishop, and it would stop taking a coin from us whenever we walked through it. The knight's gonna give us the armory. The armory lets us buy a mace, which we don't need because we have a sledgehammer. Lets us buy a shield, which protects us from the effects of 1 red room in the day of our choice. I don't know if we need that. The rook gives us rerolls on the corner rooms. And then the queen says all rooms on the west side cost extra 5 steps, but give us a key. I don't think the queen's like very good, generally speaking, unless we have a way to get a lot of steps. Costing us an extra 5 steps for every single room on the west wing. That's a lot of rooms that cost an extra 5 steps to draft. We run out of steps in the day real quick that way. What else did the armory sell? You know what I forgot to do when I was in the armory? I forgot to write down I forgot to make notes of the items and the costs and the effects. So next time I'm in the armory. So let's go ahead and we're going to do the armory just so that I can, if I draft the armory, I can actually take proper notes this time. Yeah. I should have done that last time and I didn't. So. All right, so we have the benefit of the armory today. This could save us from... This means that we could dig in courtyards and those doors wouldn't be locked. We've already dug up the foundation, so it... basically, that would help us unlock doors from green rooms. Bedroom leads us up. This might be fewer overall keys that we need, though. Pet the doggy. Pet a doggy. See, this is what I was talking about. See, oh, now it says C A and T is down here. I think before it was C and then it was cat and then AT, like the cat was standing on AT. So I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure what's going on here. Do I have a picture of this from the kennel? I don't think so. I don't think I thought it was significant enough to take a photo of. I mean, I'm not saying it's not significant, but I thought it was like one of those things that, oh, I remember what it is, so the photo's not telling me anything I don't already know. But I might screenshot it just in case it's changing. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get a screenshot of it this time. Because I really thought it was C space AT, but I could be wrong. Courtyard lets me get up to that corner. Mage Chamber lets me get up the corner, but then I'm less likely to find items laying around my house. I want to find items, so I guess I will spend a gem here on the courtyard. And that just means that the courtyard doorways are now unlocked. But I'm going to run into a gem issue soon. Okay, so it's giving me a replacement gem. And a key, that's good. So let's try to go up and just finish off this corner of the house. I don't want to spend a gem on the kitchen. This would let me spend gems to redraw, but I don't really have extra gems. I can forego this room here. Planetarium gives me a plate. It lets me gain 2 stars by ending the day there, which is, so I'll just plan on ending my day in the planetarium if I can remember that I have a planetarium. Let's do the armory because we said we would. Even though the billiard room was really, we need keys potentially. Okay, so this has a mace. Or Morning Star, excuse me. So let me take my notes. Armory. 8 Morning Star, like sledgehammer, but plus 1 star tomorrow. axe. Oh, okay. Oh. Permanent. We remove directory. Nice. That's probably worth it. I'm just getting the information at the moment. I'm not refusing to buy it. I'm just getting information at the moment. Field. Ignore one red room. And then, okay, I think there was something else the prior day. So yeah, I need to, well, because there was something besides the axe. The prior day when I drafted the armory. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it cost 8 also, but what was it? I remember it was Morningstar and Shield. And something else that cost 8. I think I bought it but never used it. Huh. Okay. Self-igniting torch. I Googled that real quick only because I didn't look at the other items in the armory because I don't want spoilers. But I just stopped when I saw, oh, self-igniting torch. That was the thing. We did use it. We did use the self-igniting torch. Self-igniting torch is self-explanatory, and that's useful. So for our gems today, yeah, because if we get the weight room, or the archives, I think this is probably worth it. And then I'll buy the Morningstar because it's just going to give me a star. It gives me an extra star. All right. So we bought, we bought it out. So now let's see if I can do this. Ooh, I could remove the cost of the throne room. Okay. But I don't know that I need to remove the cost of the throne room. Any of the red rooms have a cost? I don't think so. Showroom costs 2 gems, so I could remove that cost. Locksmith costs 1 gem. Commissary costs a gem. Commissary, I tend to do a lot, so removing that gem cost might be useful. Cloister costs 3 gems. Oh, the courtyard. We're doing the courtyard a lot, and it costs a gem, right? So that's probably a big savings for us. Foyer costs 2 gems. Passageway costs 2 gems. We're going to want this axe for, many different days, really, honestly. The aquarium costs a gem. The observatory costs a gem. The oh, the boiler room costs a gem. Security costs a gem. Pool costs a gem. So the trophy room costs 5 gems, but gives us 8. So if I got a trophy room most days, but a trophy room is rare, so that benefit doesn't come up all the time. But it would be nice to just get 8 gems for free from the trophy room. Walk-in closet costs a gem. The attic costs 3 gems, but it's also rare. The courtyard is standard and it costs a gem. And if we do Blessing of the Gardener pretty regularly, we've drafted this 84 times. So I'm going to remove the cost from the courtyard, even though it's not the greatest cost out there. And then on future days, if I buy the axe again, I will target things like the throne room or the cloister and stuff like, with bigger things with bigger costs. But now I can do courtyards all day long, and it's just beneficial. It's always beneficial because it doesn't cost me a gem to do if we have Florealis, then courtyards. If we have Blessing of the Gardener and Florealis in the same day, oh my word, we'll just have like infinite gems and get all around the map. Get it all around the house, I mean. Right now, let's go this way. Don't really need the boiler room, other than it would give me a doorway down. But I can get over here from the drawing room, so I really don't need a doorway down. So let's do bedroom closet for 2 items, I guess. I could do the dormitory, which might give me 10 steps. I'll do the bedroom closet for 2 items. Oh, okay. Compass. And a reroll die. Really want that pump room today. It's not supposed to be hard to get. I shouldn't have to use reroll die on it. I want pump room. I want the aquarium. Well, no, I'll just go to the drawing room. From here, we'll go over here. Don't like those options, so we're just gonna redraw. We could Night Shield against the Gymnasium, but I don't really need to. I'll just take the Gymnasium and lose the steps. No, I've turned off power to the Gymnasium. I won't lose extra steps. Yeah, I'm safe from the Gymnasium. But I'm not safe from the stupid doorway right here. Okay, so we have treasure map. Yep, so let's go ahead and dig up the treasure. Let's see what we get today. If it's are we not digging it up? Oh, here we go. Oh, it might include some gems. Sometimes the treasure includes gems. On a day, if we're going to dig up the treasure on a day in which we're trying to do the... Yeah, see, this time it has gems. It's only 25 coin and 3 gems. And the 3 gems are probably more important to us than the 25 coin. That would have sucked to dig that up and get that result on a day in which we're trying to get, you know, we're needing the 40 coin, right? But at any rate, we can't get through this doorway right now because it's a security door, and I have yet to encounter a computer terminal where I can change it to unlocked. So we're going to go back down to the passageway. And go this way. Dark room, I could go all the way over here to turn on the power. I could use the shield in the dark room. Oh, the utility closet's right here. It's not far away. So let's just do the dark room, but and step in. And then we'll step right back out again. We'll go to utility closet, turn on power to the dark room. Okay. And I need to eat, so we can go down here and eat. Yeah. Well, no, okay, it would be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 to eat, or just here. And then if I come in here, it'd be 1, 2, 3. I'll do this area of the house, and then I'll come eat. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that should be fine. I have not seen the pool. Let's try to redraw here for a, well, I need a pool and a pump room. We're just using the gift shop as a free reroll. Patio, I don't think I need at the moment. I already picked up that key and used it, right? I don't think it's going to have the key again. I could test that. All right, I'll test it. No, it doesn't have the key again, and that's already dug up. So that was a one-time use key, and we used it. Oh, and that's a block. We are blocked there. Okay, well, let's at least dig this spot up. Okay, so basically I have to come over here and hope that it's not blocked. I need a room with a computer terminal. I have not seen that yet today. I haven't seen the option to draft one yet today. Maybe I passed on a laboratory at some point. There we go. Security. That's exactly what we need. It's at commonplace. We're going to leave it at commonplace. Well, there's 6 gems somewhere that I have missed. Interesting. Oh, they were spread to the, I think they were spread by the, were they spread by the patio to the conference room, maybe? We're going to change it to high because we're also going to change it to unlocked. And then let's look at our okay. I don't see email. Oh, there it is. Data transfers. No new data packets this time. Okay. Electronic mail. That's not, none of that's new. Moment. Just making sure I'm not missing any communication from people. I was just checking my phone. Apologies. Experiment setup. We definitely want to remove crates from the tunnel. So what can we do today? Next 3 times you open a locked trunk. We might be doing that. Each time you find some trash while digging, that is more likely. This is the more likely one. Okay. I wish I'd gotten that earlier before I got all those core yards. All right. So now I could get through here. How many steps do I have? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Would take me 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, let's do this first, and then we'll go eat. Well, I can go ahead and pick the room right now while I'm here. But we're not going to step into it just yet. So now we're going to come over here. Do this. Plus 1 step for each room in our house, but it would be our last gems. Let's redraw here. I'm gonna redraw again. Core yard is good. It no longer costs us a gem, and it has dig spots that might be trash. Yep, so that will remove a crate from the tunnel. Some extra keys. Oh, nothing of interest is not the same thing as trash, I guess. Okay. Now let's go eat. Patio. Passageway. Foundation. We want not this courtyard, we want this courtyard. No. Right, we want this courtyard. Right? Yes. And then we have stuff to pick up. We have gems to pick up while we're here. Quite a few gems, actually. And then we need to go to dining room and we need to eat. So we don't want to go we don't want to go to the corridor. We want to go to the courtyard. And then turn and go to the dining room and want to eat. So we may not actually end up now we need to like backtrack, but what I can do is I could go 1, 2, come outside and then okay versus 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could just go 1, 2 and then be outside 3 and be outside and then come back up here. That's probably the fewer steps. Any reason not to do that? I don't think so. We'll go back through the commissary. There were things we didn't buy at the commissary just to see. Oh, yeah, I don't need. Well, I'll take the running shoes. Why not? We've also got a sleeping mask, and I have not visited the bedrooms, but that's fine. So now I'll just go entrance hall. I'm gonna go outside. Whoop, go outside. And then I'll come back from the basement, summon the elevator, and then go that way. And I should have plenty. That should give me enough. I should have enough steps. Fill out the remainder of the house. What I have not been able to do is get a pool and a pump room, which is, you know, it's a shame, but it's fine. I mean, I can roll into another day and attempt to do it. Buying that axe and taking costs off the courtyards is huge, because courtyards, whether we have Florealis or a shovel, or even without, right now, even if I don't have Florealis and I don't have a shovel, if I have Blessing of the Gardener and I have a bunch of courtyards, that's a bunch of rooms that have 3 doorways. And if I get a kennel and I have a shovel, then I can, you know, dig up spots, and if I have a lab experiment, I dig up trash and trigger. Courtyards are super useful to us. So them being free to draft now is kind of a really big deal over the course of, you know, coming days, in my opinion. Okay. We have more gems than we need. So now if we like get a freezer, I might just freeze stuff. None of this is helpful, so let's redraw. West Wing Hall. Our mailroom is now same day delivery, so we don't want to do a mailroom and dead end ourselves because we'll get the items the same day, but not the following day. Yeah, I may not have upgraded that correctly. I mean, chosen the correct upgrade there, right? But courtyard free, yeah, gives us a couple more doorways. Crate removed from tunnel. Either one of these gives me a doorway up. Okay, the aquarium only I can't get the if I take the aquarium I can't get the pump room today. Cuz to get the pump room I need the pool first. But if I end the day in the bunk room according to Her Ladyship's diary, something happens. Oh, I want to end the day in the planetarium, so I don't want to end the day in the bunk room today. The next morning, I went to the family tomb to visit his grave and was surprised to find a flower already laid. I don't know if that has a mechanical effect for us or not, but I want to end my day in the planetarium if I can get over there, not in the pump room. So let's redraw here. I mean, not in the bunk room. I want to be in the planetarium at the end of the day, not the bunk room. So let's redraw here. We did not get the pool. All right. Okay. Last doorway, I believe. And then we'll just walk on over to the planetarium. We don't want to do the mailroom because that's a bit of a waste. Observatory will give us a star just for walking into it. So let's do that. Okay. And like when I do this, it would be Inkwell, which I won't even bother with today, or, you know, at the moment, because it's the end of my day. But now we're going to go, we're going to trace our way back to the planetarium to end our day in the planetarium. I maybe should have done the observatory earlier in the day and used rerolls to get the I didn't think I would need rerolls to get the pool and the pump room because they're like standard, or the pool is either standard or commonplace. It's not rare or unusual. So I really thought I was going to see the pool, and then once I saw the pool, I thought I was going to see the pump room. So I didn't think I needed rerolls. So tomorrow, the next day, I will get the observatory, get the rerolls, and just kind of force all of that to happen. So we're going down to security. From here, we need to go just straight over to the patio and then straight up. No, we can't go straight up. We have to go here to here. We can go here to here, or we could go here to here. This is less, just to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait a minute. How do I get to here? Wait a minute. I have to go to the dark room, to the chapel, up to the reading nook. That's what I have to do. So dark room, chapel, reading nook, boudoir, pantry, courtyard, planetarium, and then just go ahead and end my day, call it a day right here. All right, we're gonna call it a day here. Mount Holly, day 85, Mount Holly. Garden excavation site, 10 green rooms, 25 excavated dig spots. Total rooms 42, rank reached 9, steps taken 107, items found 10. Alrighty. Well, thank you for being with me. I guess the biggest thing we accomplished today was buying that axe and eliminating the gem cost of courtyards. But you know, still good. Yeah, we kind of failed in all of our other goals for the day, though. But oh well, it is what it is. We'll see you for day 86. Have a good one. Bye. Hello. So we're going to get going on to day 86 of Blueprints. And And just a few minutes ago ended day 85. So what we accomplished on day 85, from the armor, we bought the axe, and we were able to permanently eliminate the gem cost of drafting a courtyard, which is, I think, going to be hugely beneficial for us in the days to come. But I have basically the same, my allowance is 98. I have the same goals today that I had for day 85. I'm just going to try to be successful with those goals today, which is, unless there's a reason to think that I'm going to get 400 coin today, which, you know, I don't think is likely for day 86. I'm not starting with any items. I do have Blessing of the Gardener for today. That means we have 8 courtyards added to our draft pool, and now those courtyards do not cost us a gem. So if we can get a shovel, we can dig up stuff. And if we can get a lab experiment, we can maybe have that lab experiment trigger off of digging up trash, right? And if we get next time we get Florealis, which might be a while, honestly, because we're at 53 stars, so we're probably at Inkwell plus, I think 3 stars is 3 steps, but it's going to be 4 stars when we walk in, so it's going to be, I think 4 stars is like, I forget what 4, I think 4 stars might be a single diamond. Diamond is minor. But the point is, so it'll be like Inkwell rerolls and a gem, so we won't have Florealis. But in the future, when we get Florealis, we will get free gems from the courtyard without having to spend a gem to draft the courtyard. And if we can get a shovel, we can dig up spots in the courtyards, maybe get keys, maybe get coins. The courtyard might have special items like chests, sledgehammer, metal detector, shovel. Like, you know, it's very typical for courtyards to have good rewards for us. And now they don't cost any gems to draft. So that's what we accomplished on day 85. And that's what we have. So we're at 53 stars. I got to remember that. So we're going to be at 54 stars if we draft the observatory. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm not going to do Shrine today because I don't want to change. I've got the Gardener going on today. Let's keep that going. And we'll look for Shrine like the next day or, you know, day 2. So Root Cellar can be good if we get a shovel and we get a lab experiment based upon shoveling up trash, right? Tomb can be good if we're trying to get a bunch of money today. Tomb also gives us a couple reroll die to start with. We were also told that there's a wall in one of these outbuildings that we need to break down. Is that the root cellar? I'm going to take a look at the root cellar just to see if it has like a wall that can be broken with a power hammer. Maybe, but I'm thinking I should have done the tomb. But if I get a power hammer, I will bring it back here. And, you know, if I get a shovel, I'll try to wait for an experiment and then. Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories named by Friday getting a carriage after late. No sign has been found yet. Okay. Oh, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. We solved that already. Mary Matthew Epson. She's our mom. Right. So our grandparents are Clara Epson and Simon H. Sinclair. Herbert and Simon H. Sinclair are the sons of these two. Claire is the daughter of Clara, and Lionel are the children of these two. And then what's over here, right? That's the question. Because actually she might be the daughter not of her and him, but of her and whoever this person is. Okay. All right, but we have a root cellar today, not a tomb. I made a choice. Probably a wrong choice, but I made a choice. Nevertheless. I'm still more like 400 coins. There'll be potentially some day where we'll have a good setup for that. Like something that gives us, triggers coins. Maybe a lab experiment that gives us a bunch of coins. But until that happens, until that happens, I'm kind of focused on the whole getting the water situation back, pump room, and getting water situation back the way I want it. We'll probably get the parlor as an option later in the day, so I'm going to do the library for the doorway up. I'm not requesting the book yet, because I've read all those books, screenshot them all, so I'm gonna wait until I have another book that I want to request. So I could buy out the commissary, or I could trigger the observatory, or I could just get a bunch of resources and go up. I'm going to do this. There were reasons for all of, there were pros and cons to all of that choice. But I think the gallery is more rare than the observatory or the commissary are. So there's a dig spot here. I do not have a shovel yet. So. We have the root cellar, so dig spots are more common throughout the house today. So. My only key. Ooh. It's I'm going to do the utility closet, which has a dig spot I need to take note of, but this might be a mistake, to be honest. Because now I have no keys. And now I have to backtrack for doorways here and here. If day 86 ends up being too short, I'll roll it into day 87. Courtyard can be good, but we don't have a sledgehammer or a shovel at the moment. So unless Courtyard's going to give us one of those things, well, maybe it will. Maybe Courtyard will give us like a metal detector or a shovel or something. It gives us a sledgehammer. Okay. That's still probably better than the one gem we would have gotten from the den right here, is to have a sledgehammer. I don't have anything to bust open yet with my sledgehammer. And now, yeah, we'll do the observatory. And we'll go ahead and trigger this and trigger this. And like I predicted, inkwell and diamond this miner. Now, if we do spend if we reroll some stars, then we are back into Florealis territory for a future observatory benefit. That's conference room is good. Oh, banana. Nice. Now that I have a sledgehammer, let's do Courtyard. And it gave us a chest, which is what I was hoping it would do. So a key, a gem, a coin. If we had done the den, we would have gotten only a gem. So this was the better choice. Like I said, having courtyards for free is like super great and super powerful. This would give me 3 keys, but it would dead end me in this direction. How much do I need those keys? Here's the question. If I did end, I have only this doorway to work off of, so I really need to just do this. Oh, this has a dig spot here in the hallway. That's in the West Wing Hall. That's atypical. That's due to the root cellar. I just need to get a shovel. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Okay. Coins, reroll die. Courtyard is good here again, I think. Ah, shovel. Perfect. That's what I was hoping for. And shovel plus, because we've got greater chance of finding items in green rooms. So shovel plus chest. Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. So I'm not going to dig up all these spots yet because I want to start a lab experiment first. Unless I end up needing keys, you know, and then I'll go dig up spots for keys, kind of thing. I'll do the. You know what? Workshop can be good. Commissary can be good. Not sure what I would hope to buy at the commissary today, to be honest. I have a sledgehammer, battery pack, and if I want a power hammer to test in the root cellar, commissary is not going to help me because the commissary does not sell battery packs. It does not sell broken levers, right? But I would need a workshop if I find those items. So let's do workshop. Security door. Well, that sucks. And there's a broken lever. So if I can get a battery pack. Security door. I've already done I did the utility closet already. So. All right. So I need a room with a computer terminal is what I need. This would give me a gem and 2 reroll die. This I could earn 2 gem. This, what's it gonna sell me? It might sell me gems. It might sell me keys. Might sell me sleeping mask, magnifying glass, fruit. Where'd my mouse pointer go? Out there. I couldn't see it for whatever reason. I don't need the telescope today. The passageway is better. Which 2 gems for 2 new doorways. Or I could redraw. I really want the pool. But I do want to get up here, so we'll do this. Because then I cut off this whole corner. Oh well. I want the armory because I want the axe again. Okay. Now we can solve this and probably increase our allowance again. Increase our allowance. Get the door here, but I really should have just used the regular key because now I don't get to do these 3 rooms at all unless I make it through the antechamber. Hallway doors are always unlocked is good because courtyards count as hallways, and so does the Great Hall. We want the armory. It is selling the axe. What's it selling today? Oh, the same. It's the same. It's Morningstar, axe, and shield. Same 3 options as yesterday. So we're definitely doing this. Yes. And this will give us an extra star or 8 coin. Extra star for tomorrow. Might hold off on that. That can be good. I'm going to hold off on that. No, I'll purchase it. All right. The armory is a good shop. It's our last key. Ooh. Well, I know this is going to be unlocked, but I don't know about this. This is a security door. This is unlocked, so I might be able to just get from here, so I don't need to use a key right here, I don't think. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to redraw until I get a pool. I want a pool right here. Mechanarium I want later if I have 8 gears. I have nowhere close to that. I have like 2, so this would be the 3rd. Archives, I could get a bunch of doorways. I could protect myself from the effects of the archives. So. But they might still be locked. Security doors. I want a pool. Dining room's not bad. I really want a pool, but I'll take a dining room. I will not eat yet because I might be getting an aquarium today. Let's go over here. Boiler room is not a pool. Courtyard is free, and that gives me 2 new doorways that have to be unlocked. So yeah. And we have a... I'm still not digging things up yet because I want to do the lab experiment before I dig things up. I want to start the lab experiment before I dig things up. But 3 new keys. Awesome. Let's go over here. There we go. Oh, I meant to go over here, but I'll take this. Pool. And I need to see if a pump room requires a gem. Room directory. I don't think it does. Nope, there's no cost on the pump room. Okay, so now I want a pump room. Not going to use that key just yet. You can. Okay, let's go over here and try to get a pump room. Patio spreads gems in each green room, but really they're just going to go to the conference room down in the corner. Sure, we'll do that. Ooh, battery pack. So now we can make the power hammer and test it on the yeah, we can make the power hammer and test it in the root cellar. Sauna is good. We like a sauna. Running shoes. I've yet to see a computer terminal room. I really want to start that lab experiment and hope it can make it trigger off of digging up trash and then go dig up all those spots. All right, so let's go here. We'll use this key. This, I don't have 2 gems. Shit. I should have thought of that. This might give me another gem. It does not give me a gem. Okay, so And I have not connected to the foundation. I have a long way to walk back. Dining room's right here, though. Not that courtyard. We want to go the other courtyard. Because this will be unlocked. Den gives us a gem and 2 doorways, so that works. Oh, and it also has a chest and an extra coin. Okay. Well, now I would need to go back to the utility closet over here and turn the power back on. To security doors, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. Let's try going up. Courtyard is nice and free. Parlor does not cost a gem. It would give us 2 gems, or we could earn 2 gems, and it brings us over here. Okay. A box that displays the word true is false. The white box is true and does not contain gems. Box that displays the word gems is empty. That would make this empty and the gems here. A box that displays the word true is false. So this, if this is false, then it's true. This has to be true. Because it can't be false, because that would be a contradiction. So this has to be true. A box that displays the word true is false. So some other box that displays the word true is false. So the white box is true and does not contain gems. This is false. A box that displays the word gems is empty. Well, there's 2 boxes that display the word gems, and one has to be empty. So this has to be true. This has to be true. This has to be false. So I think the gems are here. Okay. Locker room. Freezer would be nice at the end of the day. Locker room is going to put a lot of keys in the conference room, and then I can come back to the locker room. So yeah, I guess I'll do locker room. All right. So now what I need to do is go to the other side of the den and see what we do here. But I've got a doorway here, a doorway here, a doorway here. So basically this room and this room are all that's accessible at the moment. Well, I've got a key card. If I turn the power back on at the utility closet, I can come up the foundation and go over here. Yeah, that's what I can do. So we got to go down to the den regardless. So let's do that. And I need this to be something useful. Showroom might be useful for a moon pendant. It does have a moon pendant and it has a silver spoon. Emerald bracelet, but I want the moon pendant. And I want the silver spoon. And now we can go 2, 3, 4. No, I can just go back this way. 1, 2, 3. Go here. And we can eat, even though I don't have an aquarium yet. We should, well, yeah. We can just go ahead and eat. 1, 2, 3. Because I don't know that I'm going to be doing an aquarium today. We have to go here regardless of anything else. So the question is, do I eat now for 40 steps, or do I wait to potentially get in the aquarium? I have 28 steps. I need to get down here. I have spread gems, so they should be here. I have spread keys, so they should be here. So I should be able to get gems and keys readily. I don't think I have spread fruit. No, I haven't spread fruit, have I? I have not spread fruit. So there's not fruit in the conference room. I better eat now. Okay, so now I have a good number of steps. We're going on through to the boudoir. And we're gonna go down the courtyard, pop over to the workshop. Making a power hammer. And I have a morning star, so I will still be able to open up trunks with a morning star, even if power hammer won't open up trunks. The morning star still will. Then so many spots I have not dug up. I really want a room with a computer terminal. I want to start a lab experiment. So we're going to go all the way down to the conference room, pick up all those keys and gems. Then we're going to come over and explore this area of the house. Well, no, we have to, yeah, and then we have to turn the power back on to the key card system unless we get a security room. All right, so this should have a bunch of keys and gems. Doesn't have as many, nearly as many keys as I wanted it to have, but okay. Gems are probably more important than the keys. And then we go to the observatory. And we go to the entrance hall. And now we're going to explore over here and see what we can do. Let's do only important rooms. So let's do some redrawing. There's a good chance I could get to the antechamber today, especially if I'm going back to the locker room. So might as well do a quest bedroom. Okay. But I gotta be really careful at this point. Courtyard works. But I need a pump room and I need a room with a terminal. More keys. But I need a pump room and I need a room with a terminal. So we're going to redraw. Drawing room is fine. It gives us a free redraw. And a free gem. Well, I say free. It costs a gem. It gives us a gem. Or did it cost a gem? Anyway, regardless. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to use my axe. I haven't used my axe today. I need to use my axe, but anyway, let's do this. So let's take a look at the room directory and use my axe, because I bought an axe and then totally forgot to use it. Conservatory costs a gem. That's, I don't think we need to make that cheaper. Not sure what the throne room is 5 gems now, or it's 5 gems and it's rare, but I don't know what it's good for at the moment. Reclaim the crown. Not sure what it's good for. We could make the showroom free to draft. Could make the locksmith free to draft. Cloister is a good one to have free to draft. Foyer is also good to have free to draft. Passageway is good to have free to draft. But I think having a cloister is better than having the passageway. But there was also the trophy room. And the attic. The attic could be really good to have free to draft. But the attic is rare. The cloister is unusual, but it's not rare. The passageway is commonplace. Pool could be good to have free to draft, but the cloister costs more. Yeah, cloister is 3, so let's do that. Well, I do the cloister fairly regularly, so let's remove the gem cost of the cloister. Yay. We've successfully used our axe for the day. Go over here. Got a treasure map, which today is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B6. And so that's the workshop. Can go back to workshop and dig up treasure. Okay, so we got to get serious. I need a pump room. I need a computer terminal. So I'm going to redraw until I get a pump room or a computer terminal, I believe. There we go. There's a computer terminal. And it's the right one because it's the security, which is useful to me. Okay. This is the one we wanted. So we're going to do several things. First of all, come in here. You have a state inventory. 4 coins, 2 trunks. The trunks are in the pool. Coins are somewhere. Key card system. I'm going to change the security level to high. And we're going to change offline mode to unlocked because it is presently offline. And then let's do our electronic mail. I don't think there's any new mail. Staff services, staff announcements. Oh, there is a new one. Monday, January 31st, 1995. New. Land sakes alive, I'll be blowed. I have absolutely no idea how he's done it, but it appears Simon has somehow reestablished satellite connection from the estate. Assuming this isn't a glitch. Either way, now that we have a connection again, I'll be able to check network activity logs and find out what happened. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do data transfers. Okay. Nope. Let's do remote terminal access. Do active terminals. Laboratory. I'm hoping I get the dig up trash trigger. That's what I want. I had it yesterday, so it might not give it to me today, to be honest. Each next 3 times you open a locked trunk one. That one, I opened a lot of locked trunks today. Okay. I could have been digging up this entire time because this isn't gonna. Yeah. We need to start getting some money, so we'll add 1 gold. Each time you draft a tomorrow room, I've already done all that. Already done that. I don't think it's going to happen. And so much stuff I did not dig up. Oh well. It is what it is. Let's go over here. We're going to redraw. We're going to redraw. We're going to I guess I'll do this and then just come over here and do these. No, I'm going to redraw. Mirror chamber. This is not a good place for the mirror chamber. If there was a door here, I would do the mirror chamber. I didn't choose tomorrow room trigger. If we get, I'll do aquarium because if we get the pump room, then I'll want to have the aquarium. And now we know we can just go ahead and dig up stuff because it's not triggering anything. So we have the foundation. I need the pump room. I want the pump room. I'll do the planetarium, and then I'm going to come over here and try to force a pump room to happen. I have the pool. So the pump room is in the draft pool for today. I have the aquarium. I got my computer terminal. So I'm just going to have to spend rerolls here to try to make this the but I'm spending stars on rerolls today, so okay, so we're going to go back here. And I have to remember to not forget to go back outside and try to break down the wall in the root cellar, see if that's a thing. Want pump room. Want the pump room. Want the pump room. You're not hearing me. I want the pump room. Pump room. Mechanarium is... It's not the pump room. How many gears do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. That would be 4. It's not the pump room, though. If I had more gears, like if I could get close to 8, I might give it a shot. See if I could get Sanctum Key out of it, but I think it's a waste right now, so I'm gonna want the pump room. Pump room. There we go. That took a lot of re-rolling, but we finally got the pump room. And we have enough steps to actually do what we need to do. Okay, so I want to basically refill the reservoir back to 1 shy of top. So what do we've got? That's empty and that's empty. So we're going to empty the pool into tank 1 because that's the only way place it can go. Okay. And then the reservoir from tank 1. And then I only want 3 more units in the pool. I mean, 3 more units in the reservoir. So what I need to do is I need to now fill tank 2 with 4 units. So in order to fill tank 2, the aquarium, well, where's the aquarium go? The aquarium is 3. It's tank 1. So yeah, so tank 2 is just basically okay, and then we're just going to go ahead and fill tank 2. And then with 4 units in tank 1, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 4 is 11, and I need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So I should be able to do what I need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 4 is 14. 10 plus 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. And I'm trying to drain 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. I need 10 into 12. But I don't want this down 2. I want this down exactly 1. So I need to put 7 into the reservoir. So that means I need to put the pool in the kitchen into the reservoir. And the kitchen is 4. And 4 only goes to tank 2. Oh, okay. 4 only goes to tank 2? Yeah. Okay, so I made a mistake filling up tank 2 already. Okay. So we're going to put we're going to put tank 2 back into the reservoir for the moment. And then we'll put the kitchen okay. Tank 2. That's the reservoir level we want, but the kitchen only comes from tank 2, and tank 2 is only from 4 or from 1 and 2. So now we're going to put the reservoir back into Now, we want to drain the pool into tank 1. Okay. Okay. If I do 4. That may have been a mistake. I'm gonna find out. Okay. Ah, it's a puzzle. Okay. It can be done. Just bear with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm probably just gonna completely fill the reservoir for the moment. That's the easier thing to do. It's easiest to just completely fill the reservoir and have the pool and aquarium empty at the same time. There's shenanigans I can do with the kitchen, but I don't know that it's worth my time right now. So the aquarium is 3, and we want to put it into tank 1. Yep, okay. The leave 3. Okay, now I have 2 units here and 4 units here. And what I want is I want 1 more unit from here into tank 1. So let's do this. And then six. Aquarium. Put 4 into the aquarium. Aquarium is 3. Aquarium is 3. And 4 into the aquarium right now. And then 2. And then put 4 into the um, 4 into tank 1. No. Two, and then okay, so I'm gonna put the reservoir into tank 1. So then if I put, then that would let me remove 2. Oh, wait a minute. And it's 4 and 4. Okay. So now let's put tank. Let's put tank 2 into the reservoir. All of tank 2 into the reservoir. Okay. Kitchen goes. Where does kitchen go? Here. Okay. So now we can put exactly 3 into. There's 1 in here, so I can put exactly 3 more into here. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That should work. Okay. So now I'm going to take okay. Now we want tank 1 into the reservoir. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we want tank 1 into the reservoir. We're almost there, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't math this correctly the first time around, so it's being so I'm making a chore that it didn't need to be. Okay. So now we're going to I'm going to fill the kitchen back. I need to... Not this lever. This lever. Yeah, I'm leaving the reservoir completely filled for the moment. There is a way to get it back, to get this 1 unit water into here. I'm boring everybody by trying to math it out at the moment. So I'm gonna stop doing that. So now we're gonna go look at the aquarium and see if Robert was, or see what I'm sure Robert is right, but see if I can find what Robert is talking about, where he said there's another clue in the aquarium. So there's that X. Okay. We dug that up. There's... I don't know that I'm seeing a clue here. There's this arrow to this filing cabinet, which I saw previously. Okay. There's these 10 coins I cannot retrieve. Laundry room. Ooh, there it is. There's an X. There's an X in front of... Okay, got it. There's an X in front of that laundry machine. Okay, thank you, Robert. Yeah, I totally missed that. So there's an X in front of the laundry machine. So that's another place to dig. I don't have a laundry today, or the ability to draft one today, right? I don't have a laundry. I do not. But now I know that I need to dig up the laundry and take probably another... That's probably going to be another filing cabinet key, because I think the arrow is just saying take what you dig up to the filing cabinets in the archives, right? And showing us two places. So if there's an X here and there's an X here, why is there no X here? Am I missing it? I do not see... If there's an X here, I am not seeing it. But what I can do, this is the boudoir. I have a boudoir, right? This is the boudoir, I'm pretty sure. I have the boudoir. So I have a shovel. I mean, I can look around to see if it's going to let me dig up a spot, but I don't see an X here. Pretty sure that's the boudoir. But the laundromat, for sure. Okay. Chests in the pool should be retrievable. I have plenty of steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go outside rather than walk all the way around this way. Don't have a do I have a planetarium? I do have a planetarium today. But the reason I'm going to go over here and go outside because I want to see if I can bust down the door in the or bust down the wall in the root cellar. Okay, so we drained the pool, we drained the aquarium. That's what we wanted to do. I am going to see if the boat is still usable, right? If the boat's not still usable, I'll go back to the pump room, and the boat is not usable to get to the other side because the water's too high. So I do need to fix the I do need to go to pump room and fix that. Be exactly one level down. So I'm going to do some more pump room shenanigans. I think it involves the greenhouse. I was trying to avoid messing with the greenhouse, but I think it involves the greenhouse. Oh, we were told that crates were removed, right? Let's see what effect removing crates had, if any. And we might need to remove all the crates before it has a noticeable effect. Okay, so it looks like we have a bunch of crates to remove in order to unblock this tunnel. But I think that's something we want to do, so we'll continue doing that with lab experiments. When we can, remove crates. Let's see if we can bust down a wall in the root cellar. If it's not the root cellar, then it must be some other outbuilding per the gardener's note. I guess it's not the root cellar. Am I just not clicking on the right spot? Okay, might as well dig up all these. Plenty, so many steps today. I was really hoping I did the I did the power hammer, really hoping that I was going to be able to bust open the wall, because he mentions the root cellar. He basically is like, I would have something to do with all of those potatoes, right, in the root cellar. So that made me think that he was referring to, hey, the wall to break down is in the root cellar, but I don't seem to be making that happen. Try again with some other outbuilding. Could be a wall in the tomb. Take power hammer down to the tomb and see if you can bust up. It's not the exterior wall or anything. Okay. All right. Well, we give it a shot. So now I'm going to go back in the entrance. I have 120 steps. Jeez. Let's see. What do we want to do before we call it a day? I mean, I have a lot of spots I haven't dug up. I have a lot of keys that I could use in the locker room. Let's go to the locker room because I have a moon pendant. So if we get a really nice item from the locker room, don't know what it would be. Moon pendant may let us keep it to tomorrow, right? Our allowance is now up 100, so it's going to make that it's going to become easier to eventually get the blue tents. Our stars are down to 37, but I have a morning star, so that's going to add a star. And I need to end my day in the planetarium over here. But first I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go over to the locker room. Oh, and I have an allowance quest. I do have an allowance quest, so I should do my allowance quest. Go to the locker room. Might as well dig up stuff on the way. No reason not to, other than the time. Oh, I need to revisit the pump room. So let me do that before I get too far over here. Just for the sake of time. I haven't dug up these spots yet, so I can dig these up. I waited all day to dig up spots because I was hoping to get the if you dig up trash trigger, right? For the lab experiment. I should have used rerolls earlier in the day to get the lab experiment sooner. Then I would have known not to waste my time. All right, so we need to figure this out. So well, we can refill the aquarium is what we can do. But I don't necessarily want to leave the aquarium filled, but or let's do our greenhouse. Let's see what we can do with the greenhouse. So greenhouse is 5. That goes to tank 1. Okay. So if I put 2 units from the greenhouse into tank 1, then I can empty. Yeah, okay. So so first things first, we need to put the reservoir, 4 units of the reservoir back into or 2 units of the reservoir back into the, let's see, I've got 2 units there. So I could put 2 units into the aquarium. One, two, three, four, five, six. I need to get this ideally into here. So I've got 2 units in here presently. I want 3 units total. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. So I can remove 7 units from the reservoir by filling up the pool. And then remove 7 units from the reservoir by filling up the pool. I want to remove a total of 1 unit. So then remove 7. Filling up the pool. Then, okay, now, how many units are in the reservoir total? $14. So 9 plus 6 is 15. Is it 14? Yeah, 14. And this is 9 and this is 6. So together those are 15. So I could completely drain the reservoir into the aquarium and the pool. And then there'd be 1 unit empty from one of those two. And then I'd want to put 13 units back. So there'd be 14 units over in the aquarium and the pool, and I'd want to put 13 units back. I'd want to put 9 and 4 back. If I fill just the aquarium, that removes 4. Let's do reservoir to tank 1 because we have to. First step is reservoir to tank 1, I'm pretty sure. So now there's 4 units in both of these tanks. I need to put 1 unit back. 4 minus 3 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. Greenhouse can go to the greenhouse goes where? Greenhouse is 5. That goes to tank 1. Yeah, okay. Let's can put 4 units in the where I am at the moment. If I do 4 here, 5 here, I could do. Okay, let's do the pool. We'll put 4 units in the pool. Yeah, we'll do 4 units in the pool. And then we can put four units from the reservoir moved over to the pool. Now we're going to move, I want 5 units back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to move the entire greenhouse into the reservoir by way of tank 1. And then I just have to empty the pool into the greenhouse with some left over in tank 1. That should work. And then here. Why did that not come out? I need one more. Shit. That didn't math out the way I thought it was going to. Okay, so. Oh, no, I'm not done. It will math out. Okay. It does math out. Good. So now we leave the reservoir alone. So now we just empty the pool into the greenhouse. So now what we want is we want the greenhouse to go to the, oh, we want the, yeah, and then we want this. Yeah, and so now we're just playing with the pool and the greenhouse. So we're going to empty the pool. Fill the greenhouse. And then we'll empty the pool again, fill the greenhouse to the top, and then there'll be some left over in tank 1. And will be exactly how we want it to be. Because we want water in the greenhouse, because then it grows the whole Florealis gem flowers, right? So the pool is empty, we want that. The aquarium is empty, we want that. This is one unit empty in the reservoir so that we can use the boat to get to the other side. This is the way we want it. Okay. Okay. We're done with the pump room for today. We should be in a good state with it. We shouldn't have to mess with it much anymore. Yeah, I need to do the allowance quest now. I need to go to the locker room and do the allowance quest and all that. And we want to end our day in the planetarium. Which, yeah, we can get to by going back to the entrance hall and then going back through blah, blah, blah. Might as well dig up these spots just to experience and see what kinds of stuff it would have given us. Plus, more keys when we get to the locker room is better. If we end up with keys. So many steps today. Silver spoon. Silver spoon. So we know now that we need I'm gonna updating my notes that we have an X near the washer in the laundry room. I am surprised that I haven't seen another like X or clue in the boudoir aquarium, but I'm going to be passing through the boudoir and I'll try digging around. I'm going to the boudoir right now, so. Oh, and we can go to the workshop and dig up. Do we have a coat check today? No, but I think this is where our treasure map is, right? Is it not? Oh, yeah, it is. So we can dig up whatever the treasure would be. A bunch of gems. Okay. that we don't get to keep. We don't have a freezer. But now we can do the boudoir, and I'm going to just make sure that there's no spot to dig in the boudoir. Oh, you know what? That wasn't the boudoir. What was that? In the aquarium, that wasn't the boudoir. What was it? Was that the veranda? I have plenty of steps, so I can go back and look at things. It wasn't the veranda. I thought it was the boudoir, but it's not. What is that other aquarium room? Not the veranda, not the boudoir. It was like similar to the boudoir, but it wasn't the boudoir. Right? Because it had like these things, but a different style of these things, I think. I'll have to go back and look at the aquarium again. Maybe I'll take a screenshot. I'll go back and take a screenshot. But for the moment, let's continue on. So we're just going to go straight across. Another courtyard that we have yet to dig up. So we'll dig it up. Looking for keys mainly. We have so many gems. Wish I had a freezer. We might have plenty of keys for the locker room, to be honest. Okay, I don't think it was the den in the aquarium. Another courtyard we have yet to dig up. Ah, another key. We probably have plenty of keys now. Or was it the parlor? Was that what it was? Was it the parlor? I'm not seeing a dig spot in the parlor, but maybe the aquarium. Maybe this was the parlor? There's also supposedly still a couple of rooms with safes that I need to find. Okay, so this is the... Well, we have plenty of keys now, so... I don't know what I'm even looking for in the locker room. It's just, we have these keys, we should use them. See what all the locker room has. It has lots of coin, which would be good if we were doing the, good on a different day, you know, my point. Because we're not going to get anywhere near 400 coin out of this. But it's good supplemental coin if we are trying to go for the buying the blue tents. Apples are extra delicious today, I think. Or, well, we've got, no, well, what we've got is we've got silver spoon, so all food is extra delicious today. It's all double. 100, oh, key card. Pretty late in the day for it, but is that actually the second key card we found today, maybe? Alrighty. Yeah, quite a bit of coin from the locker room if you can open all the lockers, but not like 400 coin worth. Okay, so we did all that. Oh, I can't do an allowance quest. For some reason, I thought I'd opened that door, but I hadn't. I haven't. Okay, my bad. Apparently I never got the Great Hall. I never, or the Secret Garden. I never opened that door. We were not doing an allowance quest today. Oops. Well, bit of a waste of time. I am gonna retrace my steps. I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet. And you know whose fault that is? You're gonna say it's my fault. I mean, I guarantee you're gonna say it's my fault I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Oh yeah. Breaking open chests increases our allowance, so that's a reason to do this. I almost didn't bother, but I forgot what our experiment trigger was for the day. All right. I don't think there's anything that we can dig up that's going to be like monumental. I think I need to go back, recheck what that aquarium is, because it's maybe not the boudoir. And then in the day in the observatory is what I need to do. I mean, not in the observatory, in the planetarium. Oh, we can go back to the showroom and buy some more stuff that we might get to keep. Master key or emerald bracelet. I can't afford both. I think a master key is better for us than an emerald bracelet. It's certainly more expensive. So maybe we'll get to start tomorrow with a master key. Who knows? Yep. Okay, so then go over here, go over here. We are going all the way back. We're going to go this way through the aquarium, look at it again, and then end our day in the planetarium. Is there anything else I want to make in the workshop in case the master key lets me keep it? I guess I could make a detector shovel. So I'll go ahead and make a detector shovel just in case it lets me keep said detector shovel. Yeah, that's it. I guess I could have done metal detector plus compass. I didn't think of that. Could have made that thing. Yeah, oh well. I did not. Moon pendant might combine with something, but not with anything here. Same with silver spoon. I've made all the contraptions that I'm aware of, like it gave me the trophy and everything, but there might be a secret contraption that you can make with the moon pendant or something. You know, one that they're not gonna tell you is a possibility kind of thing. We are going straight down to the end. And then from here, yeah, we want to go hallway, and then we want to go courtyard, and then drawing room, courtyard, security. See what all I've missed. I'm not necessarily going to go look for it all, even though I have 160. There's 4 coins somewhere. I'm not going to go try to find said 4 coins. If there were trunks, I'd go find those because they would trigger my experiment, right? But I'm not going to go looking for coins. So what is this room? Let me take a picture. I've seen it, but this is not the parlor. This is not the, I don't think it's the parlor. This is not, it doesn't, I don't believe it's the, boudoir like I originally thought. Oh, is this one of the hallways maybe? Anyway, we'll just put it over here. That way, when I'm like in rooms, I can compare to my screenshot and be like, oh yeah, that's the room. That's now we're just going to the foundation. We're going to be ending our day. For you, all of you who have lost patience with me, we are now ending our day. I can't think of anything else to do. I mean, I have a lot of steps. I have 23 gems, 4 keys. If there was something else to do, I should do it, but I can't think of anything. I tried the power hammer. I don't know of any other rooms to try the power hammer in today, but I'll probably find out later that, oh, I need the power hammer in such and such room, and I'll be like, there was a day when I had the power hammer in all those rooms, and I didn't use it. I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay. Well, before I end my day, No, okay, the elevator's already down. Never mind. I was going to go outside and I was going to go to the, I mean, I have enough steps to do so, but I won't bother with it because I think I've already done it. I was going to go back to the precipice, back to the chess room, and bang on all the rest of those walls, but I think I've already done that. And I think none of the, I think that I broke through the only wall down there that would break, so we'll just end our day in the planetarium. And alrighty, let's call it a day. So we've got, I think we've done all the things that we needed to do. We fixed the water levels in the pump room. And we're just kind of leave that for now until we need to drain the fountain. When we need to drain the fountain for coins, then we'll have to revisit the pump room and all of that stuff. But we only need to do that if we're like really close to 400 and just need some extra coins, like 20 extra coins or something. We have a moon pendant, a bunch of items. I don't have a coat check, so I don't need to switch out item in the coat check or anything like that. I'm in the planetarium. It's going to give me 2 stars. The morning star I bought is going to give me another star, so I'll get plus 3 stars. I'll be up to 40 again. All right, let's. My allowance is at 102. Okay, we're going to call it a day. We're calling it. Thank you for being with me. This was, well, here, we'll do the read off. This was day 86, Mount Holly, garden excavation site, 12 green rooms, 52 excavated dig spots. That's a lot. Total rooms 42, rank reached 9, steps taken 137, and we're ending with like 200 something steps remaining. Items found 28. Alrighty. Well, thank you for being with me for day 86. We'll see you for day 87. Yeah. Have a good one. Bye.